Good afternoon and welcome to Hastings Insurance McHale Park here in Castlebar for the Common Muscle Division 1 final between St. Joseph's of Ballinrobe and Charlestown. There's a great crowd in attendance here, as you can see. Earlier today, Roundfort won their third title in a row in the Division 3 girls final, 9-7 to 6-8, and Tormacady won the Division 3 boys versus Mealickmore 3-12 to 1-8. So plenty of silverware on offer. Brafey have just defeated in Westport as they're making their way up to get their presentation. As you can see here, Ballinrobe are doing their warm-up. We'll go through the team in a moment. The players are numbered according to the programme, as we're led to believe, because basically between myself and Norman O'Brien, we're not sure who they all are, but we'll get there in the end. So we'll, as they line up, we'll get an idea who's starting, and then we'll keep an eye out for the subs as they come on. Ballinrobe are looking to retain their title after they won it for the first time in the school's history last year, and St. Joseph's, which was the school itself, was built in 71. Norman and myself were babies. And as we said, on the journey to this final here, Ballinrobe defeated Claremorris and Kilchamaugh in the group stage, then beat a strong Brafey team in the semi-final. The conditions today, the rain thankfully is holding, but you can see from the flags there is a very, very strong breeze coming from the old
Baker factory in town. Yeah, it's more like a day in November county final day than a June county final day. But look, in fairness, these boys I'm sure will be well up for it today. So it'll be a good test them playing against the breeze. But the breeze is definitely blown into the town end today, and it's very strong and straight down the field.
The game was due to start at 20-3, but like all things, these things can be very fluid, and we're obviously behind by about 20 minutes. As we said, the team's going through their warm up. Their manager, Mr. Plunkett, senior footballer with Ballinrobe.
Yeah, five-time senior winner with Ballinrobe, so he's good pedigree.
He's done an awful lot of work with these players. I'll just show you the what's in the programme. Norman, you have yours there because I have notes all over mine. So we'll go through the numbers, but as we said, we're not 100% certain what way they're going to start lining out. So in goal is Evan O'Brien, Ray's son from the farm. Patrick Heenahan, Valin Nets. Shane Gavin is wearing 3. 4 Fionn Horan, that's from Rahard.
Shane Horan is dead, yeah.
There's a like no more than Hollymount Carramore. There's a line there you don't cross between Rahard and Kilkieran. 5 is Ryan Helley, a man.
Yeah,
Sean's young lad.
Dead.
Killian Hacker is Julie Burke's son, and grandson, sorry, who's here today with the family to cheer him on. We have then Daniel Flannery, David and Eamers, young fella, Dara Wilson, very good footballer. We also have Patrick Duffy, Anne-Marie O'Toole's son, Conor Dowling, who's a nephew of Kenneth O'Malley, the former Ballinrobe Mayo goalkeeper. Aidan Fahey, Mervyn and Granya's son is there. At 12 is Sean Staunton, Stan and Lisa Connaughton, Joe Tiernan, Matthew O'Toole, Dara Rochford, son of Stephen and Laura Rochford, Sean Henew from Craigduff, Jaden Colfer, who has a bit of an knock but is expected to start. Cian Flanagan, Elliot Lavin, Donica Kane, son of Paul Kane, former Ballinrobe senior manager. Dara Heenahan, Magella Loftus, and the butcher's son, Porrick. He's hopefully tuned in or could be here. The shop could be closed early.
Good Kilmay man, Tom.
Harry Burke is out there. Trevor's from Flannery's. We have Nathan O'Malley, Owen Grimes, Bart's grandson, Javier Glynn Martin, Edward Pitt, Matthew Heenahan, Owen Waters, Alfie Cahill, Caton Morley, and Andrew Cohen. So that's the team, and that's been listed in the programme. They're still going through their warm-up at the moment. The officials, I think it's John Glavey, looks like he's going to be taking this one.
Yeah, John seems to be the man in the middle here with
from Ahamore. So
who's helping him
I think it might be
start to make it out from here now, Tom.
I think that's the
Kevin Kennelly's down there.
Kennelly's there, and the games officer from Mayo OTA is out there as well. So there's been and then if you were here all day, you'd have seen some bit of excitement because we're entertained
That's a great
the last
atmosphere,
2 games, and normally on days like this, it's not about
No, this is brilliant.
Tactics go out the window.
This is pure football, Tom, here now, in fairness. And this is where the love of the game is kind of growing from, because everybody remembers their national school teachers that had them for the coming month school. Like, that's your first major competition that you're in, and it either ends up in massive enjoyment or massive tears of disappointment. But it really builds the love of the game into you, and you'll either stay playing for the rest of your life from it, or, but I know ourselves and anybody that's had Michael Caine down the years in Ballinrobe or Alan Plunkett now, it's a huge foundation to build from, and we're being very lucky to have Alan in the school at the moment now there, because it's doing no more than the other schools as well, but the numbers are huge in the Rockets, and this is all another part of the development. So this is our third final in a row. I think we've came second, came first, and hopefully we can come first again today. But it's a really exciting time for underage football in Ballinrobe.
And as coaching officer for the club as well, it also bodes well for the development and for the future of the club, because there's enormous effort being put into fundraising. We have our Fela team going to Derry. First time that's ever been completed. History being made last year by this group at this level. History being made by the under-15s for Fela. And history being made by the development above the Flanagan Park.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on, and like I said, we've really competitive minor 8 team this year, really competitive under-16 8 team, under-14s that work really hard in their competition, and then the 12s, 10s, 8s and 6s are really pushing down. Huge work going in on different mornings with them. And there's a big push on again to get a few extra kids in at the different levels, at under 10 girls, under 8 and under 6. So for anyone out there that can help and push a few up the way, I think we got about nearly 20 odd, Porry Cross Junior and Eamon Kane, if you put a big push on. We had nearly 20 extra kids got in the last week or two. So it's a huge addition to keep the numbers up, because we need to keep them high.
Yeah, absolutely. And it shows by the diverseness of the teams that we've seen being taken on, the multicultural and multinational society we live in. That's important, that anybody who wants to come and play, just on a Saturday morning, come up to Flanagan Park. You'll be talk to one of the club officials up there. Everybody's welcome. We want to make Ballinrobe a bedrock of football in South Mayo. We've been a stalwart of South Mayo football for a very long time. Clubs like Ballinrobe, Kilmaine, the Neil, everywhere.
Yeah, it's huge, and like then when you move on to the secondary school, like that's another thing where we need to put a huge work and emphasis into to try and keep that secondary school base going, because when these guys come out of here now and you have 3 coming to month school final teams in a row going into a secondary school, plus the injection of all the other clubs in the local area, like we need to be building on that, because that's what pushes your senior club footballers for the future then. So like it has a huge impact. I know the club is the foundation, but the schools are another massive impact in that as well along the way in your development.
But for us as a club, we're looking at our local school for today, St. Joseph's Primary School, as we said, contending their third final, looking to retain the historic first coming to month school title last year. That Charlestown will make life not too easy for us, because Charlestown are strong as well. They have come with a big panel.
And they seem to have the wind as well, Tom. They're playing with the breeze in the first half here now.
Yeah, so 2 minutes past 3 is the time on the clock. Unfortunately, we were unable to negotiate live streaming rights, so it will be audio commentating only. So we'll revert to our audio only as of now. Thank you to those who were tuned in. Some of the parents, grandparents, extended family members who can't be here today. We hope you enjoy listening in. Contending the throw-in for us is Matthew O'Toole, and the new rules are in effect here as the lone midfielders take a big shortened pitch, as it is at this age group, playing from the 13-metre line to the 13-metre line. As Norman mentioned, a very strong breeze blowing right down the middle of the pitch from the old bacon factory, and the Mayo flags at the scoreboard end are holding firm. They look like they've been held by somebody almost.
Yeah, no, they're blown out to the corner now as well. They're starting to move towards the gate where you come in. Yeah, it's definitely going out to the corner a bit more now. It was dead straight down in the last game, but it's heading out more out towards the gate at the moment.
The floodlight here on our right as we're commentating from the stand here in Hastings McKay Park. There's a bit of rain might be coming this way, or it's blowing the other direction hopefully.
Yeah, as you said, it is more of a October-November day than a June day today, but look at, in fairness, these guys look really excited. So
we're just going to have it, see if we can get the idea of who's starting. So as we said, Matthew O'Toole is going to tend to throw it down in front of us here. We have Sean Staunton starting. We have Jaden Colfer starting. We'll go through the others as we see them, but we're underway, and the ball goes over the head of Senan Tiernan, and Charlestown are on the attack. Tackle from behind, referee is happy with that by O'Toole, but it falls inside to number 13 for Charlestown, Caleb Higgins, and he drops that one over the bar. Caleb Higgins gets the first point for it. straight from play and direct using the breeze.
Yeah, huge score there from the start. They won the throw in and they broke down the field, and a lovely little tap over a big Charlestown named Higgins. So I'd imagine he's from one of those Higgins clans that are won a lot of county middles down the years with Charlestown.
Patrick O'Toole takes the kick out easily. Ballinrobe trying to get an exit out of their own right corner back area. They've lost the ball in the contact. It's been turned over. Fionn Horn is trying to get it back, manages to do so with support from Shane Gavin. So Ballinrobe are still stuck at right corner back. They've had about 5 passes, and Charlestown again have ripped the ball illegally, so says John Glavey, and it's a free out, tapped and gone quickly. Ballinrobe on the attack up to halfway, little hand pass up the line into the hands of Matthew O'Toole. Seen plenty of the ball in the opening few seconds, but that pass is just straight out over the sideline, and it's a sideline.
Yeah, they well, Rushford dropped deep there and got us out of a hole. We were bogged in the corner, but we got up the line, and then we just the little kick pass went out over the line with the breeze. But we're under pressure, because Charlestown are working really hard to keep us under pressure and keep us pinned in.
Daniel Flannery trying to chase down the ball, but Charlestown retain possession. They get to halfway and play an early ball in, cutely held the width. There's a player free in the middle, and that's Matt Beach, second and goal. He drops and slips the ball. Ballinrobe trying to get up with a super tackle from the forward, the other corner forward, number 15, Luke McDermott. He's scored from his own turnover, a brilliant tackle, and it's 2 points to no score, 2 minutes played.
Yeah, brilliant turnover, got a hand in and under the arm, and Aidan O'Shea style tackle where he dislodged the ball,
Clean
and then,
was the
clean as you can. You can't do any cleaner, Tom.
And we're going the attack now. Aidan Fahy, he's trying to get a way out, but the tackling and harassing from Charlestown has been excellent, but Shane Gavin is trying to burst through. He's fouled, says the referee. A pull of the arm. It's a free of Lorna Parker. Taking it quickly is Sean Staunton. Tapped and went. Sean, son of Stan, played for Ballinrobe for many years, and Lisa Connaughton, a teacher in the community school. 2 strong challenges gone in. The referee says the first foul was by Charlestown, and Jaden Colford takes it quickly, chips it forward, gives it to Joe Tiernan. He has Sean Staunton available again at left corner forward. There's a foul. No, the referee is happy for play to continue. It tries to work it back out to the hands of Dara Wilson, and Charlestown again have managed to retain possession. And
they've won the free. Yeah, we just got bogged in the corner. Yeah, you'd like to see Joe Tiernan on a bit of ball here now, because I've seen Joe in a few under 12 games and he's really busy. So if we can get him on ball, he'll do damage. But again, if we just stay in this game for the first half, because it's a very strong breeze. But Charlestown are working really hard. They've dislodged a lot of ball off us. So hopefully we can
Patrick Duffy and Matthew O'Toole are trying to work something here in the middle of the field. It's being played at the moment in the Charlestown half. Early ball delivered in, but that wasn't been able to won by number 7 by Daniel Flannery, played in the full forward line, and Charlestown once again are breaking forward with numbers. The 3-up rule does apply, and Charlestown are adhering to that at the moment. Ballinrobe have had no foul, says the referee. He's happy for play to continue. Plenty of contact being let go by John Glavey, as Matthew O'Toole gets the ball into the hands of Jaden Colford. Comes to the left hand side. Aidan Fahy gets away from his marker, his opposite number wearing 11. Now number 13, Joe Tiernan, recycles it back out, looking for a little bit of help here by Dara Rochford.
Yeah, he has a free one time.
Dara Rochford is going to be an effort at goal. You'd think from here, Norman, maybe the referee John Glavey is asking it to be slowed down. He's actually going to have a word with the defender. I think he's making sure he's all right. There might have been a bit of a contact.
Well, they're definitely tagging Dara over there, because any ball Dara gets, there's 2 or 3 hanging out of him. So we're on the 40-metre arc here now, so it's just about 20-yard free.
And it's Patrick Duffy into the breeze. It never really looked like it had.
No, he lied back too much off it in fairness against that breeze. He needed to get his head down and get the boot through it, and he just didn't make a great connection on it. But he put it dead, and in fairness, it's there's no easy kicks here today against that breeze.
Still 2 points to no score. Ballinrobe win the kick out. He's pushing the back as he went down to get the ball on Sean Staunton. His dad taught him that one. As soon as you get contact, go down.
Take the handy free. Yeah, he was under pressure and he got his out with nice and handy. They're playing well, Sean, there now. In fairness, he's keeping a lot of balls so far.
Yeah, Joe Tiernan as well. He's trying to, but everything is down the middle. They're inviting the pressure from Charlestown by playing so directly. If they work the corners a little bit more, they may get more joy. But Charlestown once again, that defence is driving out, and it's Frank Muldoon. Early ball over the top. The keepers come out.
Danger here.
There's a chance of a goal.
Wide.
Deflected off his own player, and it went wide.
Yeah, big let off. But
Evan
again,
O'Brien, the goalkeeper, no relation.
No, he was
not thinking he could get to that ball, but to be fair, Luke McDermott was very cute, but the ball deflected off Caleb Higgins, and Ballinrobe were under pressure again. Kick out went straight to the Charlestown player, pull on the jersey. No, the referee says he's happy to let it continue. A shot from Higgins again, but this one's gone wide. So 2 wides for Charlestown in the space of 60 seconds.
I'd say so, and like very lucky with the goal opportunity. Like he did everything right, but his own player actually ran across him and blocked it, which was a big let off for us.
Kick out this again. Charlestown turned the ball over. They're playing little dink passes over the oncoming Ballinrobe players as Frank Muldoon gets away from Adon Fahy, switches the play out to the left hand side. Out to the well intercepted there by Fionn Horan.
Yeah.
But is he fouled? Yes.
100%. Yeah.
He was charged down in the back.
It's a great contest between Fionn Horan and number 15 McDermott. Yeah, it's a really good battle between the two of them.
The two corner forwards for Charlestown are very, very lively.
They're the good players there, and they're dangerous, and they're the two players we probably have to contain the most, I'd say, here to keep them down. Like again, it's only 2 points, and we're under the cosh a bit with the breeze, but we're hanging in there.
Charlestown player lies prostrate on the ground. The referee, John Glavey, is playing an advantage. As Charlestown, the advantage is finished as the sun breaks through the clouds here in Hastings Insurance McHale Park. A nice little turn by Jaden Higgins. He's trying to go left and right, but the referee says his arm was pulled.
Yeah.
He thought about taking it early, but he's going to put the ball down sensibly in front of the post.
Yeah, I think Shane just got a little pull on there. And again, this free now is on the new 2-point arc. It's on the 40-meter line, so it's about 30 yards, Tom. Just under.
Is the breeze behind him? It's going to drop short though. Taking it very short. It's at least 5 meters short of the goal. Never really got hold of that ball.
No, well done by Darrell Wilson there.
Jamie Colfer is trying to break through 2 tackles. He hits the ground. The referee says play on. It was a fair challenge, and it's slipped again. Lovely work from McDermott. He's finding his corner forward teammate, but the referee says it was touched on the ground. He's going to give a free out to Ballinrobe. Jaden Colfer's down injured inside the 40-meter arc, and everybody can take a breath after a lightning start. We've had 6 minutes played, and it's Ballinrobe no score, Charlestown 2 points. And Norman, to be fair, we can't underestimate how strong that breeze is.
I know, it's a huge factor, Tom. Like, it's probably at underage, it could be a 12-point breeze and you wouldn't be out of this game. But it's, in fairness, Jaden took the ball into contact there, and he's kind of hobbling a bit. I'd say his ankle is at him or something.
As I said, his knee,
his knee is strapped. His left knee is his left knee is strapped there at the moment with a light bit of strapping on it. But he's hobbling there a bit now, so hopefully he'll be able to continue. But it's a free
for Ballinrobe from the right cornerback position.
Yeah, where every right cornerback wants it, Tom. Right in the corner. Right into a storm then, yeah.
Lovely ball, finds his intended target of Matthew O'Toole, who has shown well for ball when it's been available. Ballinrobe holding 2 up as they're looking to do the transition. Early ball over the top, trying to find the run of Daniel Flannery, but that's not going to work, and Charlestown can snuff out that danger. They're up to halfway.
That Munley at 5, Tom, is cleaning up a lot of ball there.
It's another ball in towards McDermott. This time the ball goes over his head, and Fionn Horan, who's managed to get a little bit of manners on him, but that's a loose pass there, and we turn it over in midfield. Looking for the early ball in again. They're looking for McDermott every time that ball is turned over. McDermott cuts inside, has a runner, slips. He wasn't fouled. He just hit the ground by all on his own. He looked at the ref almost to say any chance, and the referee
I think he was fouled, Tom, but we'll play on.
He couldn't away with the ball, but Charlestown have turned it over again. Breaking forward now, number 7, Matthew Nocton. He's still going, challenged by 2 St. Joseph's players. Held up again, trying to break through his number 9, Matvey Sakenko. And Charlestown have possession of the ball. They're making hard work of it.
We're defending valiantly here, Tom. In fairness, I know there's probably about 3 frees that we should have given away, but we've got away with them. And John Glavey doesn't usually give it out to Ballinrobe, but we can't say anything today.
John Glavey's refereeing this like it's a Montclair Cup final. Anything goes.
Yeah, there's loads of contact out there, that's for sure.
St. Joseph's trying to get an exit out of their own half. Adon Fahy hits it up the line. There was a bit of a collision between 2 players. Joe Tiernan hit the ground, but the number 4 for Charlestown, Ollie Doherty, won the ball, and Charlestown are away again. Sending Tiernan for Charlestown. He's at the 40-meter arc, has a look, slips it inside to hit number 10. That's Jaden Higgins. He plays a lovely ball on his own. Chance of a goal! He's hit the post! The follow-up! Ballinrobe. St. Joseph's very, very lucky
Tied it up
there.
by Killian Hacker.
Knocking it, stolen in all by himself.
Well, Killian Hacker took it off the line. It was a brilliant bit of tracking by Killian Hacker because he had a long way to come back, and when the goalie was beaten and he was on the ground, he was back behind him to take the ball off the line. Huge
Shot came off the bottom of the post. Ballinrobe survive. It's still no score to 2 points. We have 9 minutes played, and that switch of play has gone out over the sideline. It's not going to be kept in by Matthew O'Toole, so it'll be a sideline ball in front of the media tower and taken quickly by Charlestown. But that's gone over the head of the player, the intended target, and Ballinrobe look to build from the back. They need to start blinking a few more hand passes, just trying to get a bit.
Yeah, we just get a little 1-2s going, like the real national school 1-2 stuff. To go, you get the two good lads on it, and you just try and get you up the field. But we've turned it over here now again.
Yeah, Dara Wilson with the ball over the top, but it was just too much on it as Charlestown are able to come through with Gabriel Buganski up the sideline ball, gives it to Senan Tiernan. McDermott has his hand up demanding the ball, and that's where it's going, but just too much on it, and it's leaked to the right and left.
McDermott's a typical inside forward though. He's pointing to him to actually bounce it in front of me. He's telling him where he wants it, like he's a real corner forward.
Absolutely, he feels the confidence today as Dara Rochford back helping out his defence, is trying to get a pass or any momentum going for Ballinrobe, St. Joseph's National School.
Fairness to them, they're in the second on the ball for either side. Like, it's real Division 1 football where you barely get a second to think. Like, and even at this school's level, it's hugely competitive.
Ballinrobe lose the ball again. The breeze is wreaking havoc with Ballinrobe's style of play. That sort of early ball, kick ball inside forwards isn't going to work today. They need to go shorter.
But we're a bit punched as well. If we could just spread
them a small bit. Charlestown with young Jaden Higgins looking to win the ball, but his marker was well alive.
Shane Gavin again there.
Won it out in front of his man. But
the leader of the game, Shane.
The switch it, push in the back straight away. No, says the referee. Yeah, push in the back. He did give it. He saw that one. Yeah. Joe Tiernan tried the sly one.
Big man, small man. Yeah. Joe thought he'd get away with it, but he didn't.
And Charlestown still in possession of the ball, trying to work hard way through here. They do manage, and that's that early ball over the top that was being demanded by McDermott, but again,
gone again.
Too much on it on the breeze. It goes out over the sideline, and the referee's
back for the advantage.
Back for an advantage that he was that had accrued.
In fairness, Aidan Fahy was pulling there, and I thought he got away with it, but John Glavey had the hand up for the advantage. So, but it's free from almost halfway.
It's going to be again interesting. They won't, if it drops in around the house, the breeze and the goalkeeper's decision making could be crucial here. But yeah, Charlestown,
they're very deep,
He's going to play it up to the right half forward. Nocton coming inside, hasn't had a hand on him, gets it to McDermott. McDermott has 4 Ballinrobe players to contend with. There was a little tug of the jersey, he hits it with his left foot, but that's gone wide, so it's still 2 points to no score to Charlestown. They've had 4 wides. Hit the post.
Yeah, they have a few left after them, Tom, and it's keeping us nicely in it now. In fairness, at 2-0 against that breeze, you'd be very happy.
Good luck, lads. Marie O'Hare says good goal. St. Joseph, Sandra Murphy.
Brilliant take by Matthew O'Toole. He's lost it.
Score, lads. It's 2 points to no score. Marie McDermott, though, the tormentor chief of that Ballinrobe defence. He's inside.
Great
save by Evan O'Brien of the farm. Parries that, and Parry gets a strong pair of hands to it. It's gone drifted out. Charlestown of the possession. That's an accidental collision. No, says the referee, as it's going to be a free. It's Sean Staunton is deemed to have tripped, had shouldered in the back as he went down for the ball, is what John Glavey is saying. So it's going to be a free for Charlestown. Left footer.
Yeah.
And if the Drumlers in front of us could maybe move 40 metres to our right, that would be helpful.
White ball.
Senan Tiernan tries to do a Kieran McDonald or Kobe McDonald and hit him with the outside of the right foot.
Yeah, he had a lovely slice on it if he went for the far post, but he aimed for the near post and the wind just took it out the gate then on him straight away.
St. Joseph's, who have brought on players onto the council panel recently, such as AJ Gormley, Walsh, Owen Jennings, Barry Lang and Cian Mayer, who are in the minor panel. There's a good pedigree with this group, and they won't give up, as the referee says, advantage for Charlestown, and they're going to look to build an attack. Can they catch the Ballinrobe defence out early? But Nocton wants it again, but that's hit over the head of the intended target. Nocton made a clever run, but the pass was for a different player. It went over his head, and Ballinrobe looked to come out again. Ball taken off the shoelaces by Joe Tiernan at halfway. 5 metres in from the tunnel here in Hastings Insurance McHale Park. pass over the top again, not being read by the forwards, and the Charlestown defence have been cleaning those up, and they look to build again. Ball just kept in by Caleb Higgins, gets away from on Fahy, ball played out in front of Senan Tiernan.
Overlap on there.
Drops it as he tried to go through. It's in the hands of Higgins. No chance! Caleb Higgins. The goal has been coming for the past 4 attacks. With the post has saved us, the goalkeeper saved us, indeed even the fullback has saved us. But that time, the early passes, Norman, dropped it inside. Nice finish from the forward.
A beautiful move, Tom, in fairness to them. They're actually playing some really lovely ticky-tacky football, in fairness. Charlestown, they're moving the ball around lovely off the boot, and then they had a 3-on-1 there. In fairness, we've held out for a long time, so that goal was coming.
Ballinrobe have a player down injured. It looks like it's
Darragh Rochford.
He's holding his head, but the play continues as Charlestown work the ball across the middle of the field.
We just need to stay in this, Tom, because that's a huge breeze, and it's we can get to half time at all 7 or 8 down. We'll be in a really good position, because that's a huge breeze.
Has McDermott well tagged there for the last few moments, but Charlestown again get a St. Joseph's loose pass, and they're on the attack. Played up out in front of the defender. Lovely turn by Callum Jet Higgins. He has a point to his name already. Back to the goal scorer, Jaden Higgins. Back to Calum. I wonder if they're related. Calum pulls that one, and that's gone across the goal and wide. The 6th wide for Charlestown. Yeah. Could that many wides, Norman, come back and haunt Charlestown?
It could, because they're all being good scoring opportunities. Again, we're getting great distance on our kick-outs. We're hitting halfway, but we're probably playing a bit too deep, and they're going out over the top, and Charlestown are sweeping them up.
Senan Tiernan playing as a ball in, comes off a Ballinrobe finger into the diminutive figure of Higgins. He's trying to switch the play. That's read well by St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's looking to work the ball up the field as there's a battle of chance going on between Charlestown and St. Joseph's. For some reason, the rhythm is coming from St. Joseph's.
The atmosphere is good.
There's another chance of a goal over the top. Worked it well. Higgins, is he going to have a shot at goal? Pammed in. Goal for Charlestown.
A great save, but the rebound,
It's a second goal for Jaden Higgins. Callum Higgins did all the work. He caught the lovely pass over the top, drew the defender, switched it across, and it was palmed into the back of the net despite the efforts of Evan O'Brien and Fionn Horan. So it's 2-2 now for Charlestown. No score for St. Joseph's. There is a strong breeze, and Ballinrobe have to make more work of that breeze. They're not working enough. They haven't got into the Charlestown.
No, the heads are down a small bit now as well. They just need to kind of hang in there for the next few minutes. It's tough going at the moment out there, because Charlestown have all the momentum.
Charlestown again looking for the early ball in, but that again
well read again.
Read by Horan, and he lays it off to Darragh Rochford. Rochford trying to play a little kick pass round the corner, gets it to his teammate. Switch of play coming across, looking for the run of Sean Staunton. Does really well to keep possession of that ball. Ballinrobe inside the 40-metre D of Charlestown for the first time in what seems like about 15 minutes. Again going direct down the middle, trying a high ball over the top, taken well by Joe Tiernan. Tiernan is fouled and a scoring opportunity.
No free.
The referee says no. I thought it was taken quickly, and Ballinrobe decided to take it quickly when they might have just slowed the game down. But the goalkeeper, Ty Drury, was there for Charlestown, gratefully took it in his hands, and Charlestown have launched a counter-attack. Well tracked back by Rochford. He's been up and down that far touchline.
He's working really hard
again. Rochford playing it over the top, trying to find little switch play inside, well held onto by, I think it's Joe Tiernan. Recycles the ball. Number 20 is in now, Donica Kane, son of Paul, ex-Ballinrobe manager, tries to find the run of Joe Tiernan, but the defence has read it well again. Number 8 for Charlestown, Senan Tiernan, is having a stormer around the middle of the field, but that pass this time has gone out of the sideline. It's going to be a sideline ball for St. Joseph's, and it stays 2-2 to no score.
Yeah, Senan Tiernan, I'm just wondering, is he David Tiernan's young lad? He's a ginger head in him, he has a bit of fire in him, and he's controlling the show out there at the moment, so he has all the looks of some of these names are coming back. I'd say they're next generation Charlestown players.
Ballinrobe, St. Joseph's look to create any scoring opportunity before half time. Sean Staunton is pushed in the back as he went down to get that ball, tapped and went. I don't think he's going to be allowed.
We're on the screen. Off the ball have been on about screens all week and the last month, and Joe Tiernan's screen there was definitely took the Charlestown like clean out.
It'd be more similar on the basketball than it would be anywhere else.
Yeah, no,
it looks like the rain.
It have to camouflage it a small bit more.
Charlestown are on the attack again. Driving up the right hand side, the Frank Muldoon switches it inside. Tiernan, another chance of a goal here for Charlestown. Number 15,
great move.
McDermott, super move up the right hand side. Sending Tiernan, who we were just talking about, received the ball, played it over the heads of the Ballinrobe defenders, and Luke McDermott goals. No chance for the goalkeeper. Now they've won the kick out. They're Ballinrobe are rushing an awful lot. We
just need to steady it up a small bit.
Slow it down a small bit. But it's that man again. Tiernan has the ball. He's outside the 40-metre arc and right half forward. Little foot pass inside to number 11, Frank Muldoon. He has a look at the post. He's going to have a chip one over from 22 metres. Another score for Charlestown. That's 3-3 to no score as we approach 22 minutes. 18 minutes play.
Yeah, they're tidy them forwards, Tom, and they're taking a bit of marking, and we could probably just do it, slowing it all down now and just get to half time, because we're still not out of it at 3-3 to no score, but we have to turn the ball over here again on our own half back line.
Trying to get forward is the cornerback Ollie Doherty. Little hand pass to Higgins. Higgins has a look at the posts.
You got it.
That's over the bar. Jaden Higgins, who has 2 goals to his name, he now has a point. So there's 3 players in reality that are causing the problems inside, along with Sen and Tiernan.
Tiernan's controlled it. He's controlled the whole game.
Midfield already.
Yeah.
And that's Matthew Nocton now, who with a chance hit the post. He's trying to chip the goalie.
He got him.
And he's done him.
Yeah.
Matthew Nocton from 40 yards out.
It was just a yard off his line, and once he was backpedaling, he was in a world of trouble.
And that's the next goalie. You've all been there.
Yeah, he'll learn the hard way, I'm afraid, from at every age group, and he'll be wiser for it in the future.
It's now 4-4, and now they've on the attack again, driving. Trying to win this game before half time. Charlestown, St. Joseph's do really well to thwart that attack, and they're trying to get it ball out to the side, out to Joe Tiernan. Sells the dummy shuffle, switches it in field. Trying to change the direction of the play. Daniel Flannery, trying Ballinrobe. St. Joseph's were in the hands of Donica Kane. He's looking for someone to give it to. It's getting very clustered again. Sean Staunton.
But the wind now has gone up another couple of notches, Tom.
And the rain is
great effort.
Well. High ball in. The defender goes down as if he was shot.
Yeah.
But it's not a free. The referee couldn't keep it in, and it's gone wide.
Yeah.
Now John Glavy is going in. He's just double checking that the player is okay. As Charlestown get the game going quickly. Long kick pass into the opposition half of the field. Read really well by Callum Higgins. Marshall closely there by Ryan Heleny. But that man Tiernan is available for the ball all day long. He's getting away from one. He's been tackled by 2. The referee says it's a free out. Colour the jersey by Tiernan. So well spotted by the referee, John Glavy. But as we said, the score is 4-4 to no score at the moment in favour of Charlestown.
Patrick Keenan did really well there.
Another hit off the ball. The referee's not happy with that one.
No, they definitely target Rutherford, I'd say, because anytime he gets on the ball, he's fouled straight away. So they've obviously
loose pass again by St. Joseph's, and they've coughed up possession very easily in this first half from a free or a kick pass. Driving forward is Frank Muldoon. Little pass inside to Nocton, the goal scorer a moment ago, and Muldoon.
White.
Thought that one was slipping over.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, they've scored 4-4 and they've had 7 wides.
7 wides. I would have thought that even more. They've been very dominant. Yeah, they've been very dominant, Tom, in fairness now. They're well on top. But as I said, it's not all gone underage. It's a couple of kick-outs. But young Tiernan is absolutely bossing. We probably could do it, maybe getting Darragh is out there around the middle now. But we probably need to put someone on young Tiernan to stop him bullying the game there, because he's dictating the whole thing. Strong
challenges by both sides, but it ends up with Tiernan for Charlestown. Little link pass over the top to McDermott. He's been quiet. Goran has got to grips with him, but he pulls the trigger! It bounced in front of the goalkeeper. He tried to get a palm to it, but it just beat him, and it goes into the net. 5-4 for Charlestown. St. Joseph's no scores as we approach half time.
Yeah, that's a sucker punch now, because that might be a step too far. But look at what we said, they'll have to just keep playing and see what they can get out of it. Because
as we said, the win could be crucial here. Ballinrobe will have the advantage of it in the second half, but have they given themselves a mountain to climb? Oh,
right in the kisser.
Gavin took the ball full in the face as Ollie Doherty was trying to cross it soccer style. No intent, and it's good to see the 2 lads just shaking hands.
Went over to check, is he all right, in fairness,
to 45. This came off his This bounced off his face, unfortunately.
Yeah, just bounced on the inline and he went to keep it in, and when he volleyed it, it hit Shane right in the face. Now Shane's doing really well, and Young Horan, a cornerback, are doing really well, and Patrick Keenan, like the full back line are under awful pressure.
Yeah,
but they're
anytime the ball comes in, they're under pressure. It's 5-4 to no score as we approach half time. Ava Weber says go St. Joseph's. Aideen Tierney, we've updated you there. Kieran Ansborough, 5-4 to no score. Let us know where you're listening and send a message on to cheer the lads on, because the second half they will definitely come back at this Charlestown team. Tiernan to McDermott for Charlestown. Little slip pass again, trying to just get an additional score. It's the cornerback who's up, Ollie Doherty.
No, it's a 14 to 14.
Doherty, who created the third goal, gets a point for himself. Up from cornerback.
Get to finish the time. They're busy. They're very busy up there.
Yeah, Daniel Flannery gets that kick out. He's pushed from behind. Free, says the referee. Ballinrobe, if they can load numbers, they could get one score before time.
Could be huge.
A little bit of belief. But that again, that kick pass has just gone one yard too far. But Charlestown, the referee blows the whistle for half time. At half time, Charlestown lead 5-5 to no score. But that breeze, Norman, is going to be a game changer for Ballinrobe in the second half.
It's massive, but we lead the first few scores, Tom, because we have to keep Charlestown scoreless now in this half. That's the reality. So it will be tough because they're very busy, Charlestown. Like they're little 1-2s. They're running off the shoulder. They're dominating in a lot of positions. We need to get a grip around the midfield, and if we could get the first couple of scores then, and like there's always going to be loads of goals in this coming month's goal. You'd imagine there'll be more goals than points a lot of the days. So we're far from out of it, but it'll take a massive 20 odd minutes in the second half to go on and win this now.
As we mentioned earlier, Roundfort girls won the Division 3 title for the third year in a row. They won 9-7 to 6-8, so the goals, as we mentioned, at this age level is strong. Termacady won the Division 3 boys, defeating Mealickmore 3-12 to 1-8. As I'm sure Alan Plunkett will be just trying to explain to the lads, look lads, it was always going to be a two-half game. Now it's our half. Now it's our opportunity. It's our chance to make something. We have to go for broke. There's no holding back now.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of nerves there as well, and the fact that they're playing against the breeze, because we held them to 2 points for a long time, but it's just once they got the first goal, the heads went down a bit, and then that'll happen in every team. Like it's not just in an under 12 team. It's definitely going to happen. But the second and third goals in were real sucker punches like that, and there were little ricochets and stuff like that. But in fairness, in the first half, Charlestown have been the better team so far, but we're far from out of it. Like I said, it will take a massive performance now in the second half, which they're well capable of. Like they're used to playing at this level, and they're being very competitive at this level. So if they can get back in this at all, and then put the doubt in Charlestown, get them pinning. Momentum is huge in this, especially in coming to one goal. Once it turns on you, 2 or 3 kickouts in a row, you could get 4 goals. So anything can happen.
Especially with a game of playing into that breeze, it takes so much energy to try and work the ball up the field. And it's a question of now who will have the legs as we get to coming into the closing stages in the game. Ballinrobe hopefully within a goal or two.
Well, the great thing about this is it's a bit like the Mayo Monaghan game the last day. Like Monaghan, 11 points down at half time, but the kick pass. See, when you run the ball forward here, if Charlestown turn it over, one kick pass, you're 50-60 yards out of the game because of the breeze. And if we can just keep Joe Tiernan and Dara maybe inside, but especially Joe, if we can get Joe 1v1 inside and get him busy and get quick ball into him, Joe will get goals. Like there's no shadow of doubt about that. But we just need to get quick ball in if we can and turn it over higher up the field.
Yeah, if we can supply the likes, as you said, Dara Rochford, Joe Tiernan, even Sean Staunton, if they brought him in, they all.
Sean's worked really hard there at wing forward.
The middle third, he's worked very strong.
He's gone box to box the whole game. Like he's a huge shift within that first half there on this side, because nearly all the play with the way the wind is going is on the stand side. So we just need to work the ball down the stand side and then kind of switch it over onto the terrace side to get the score, because the breeze is coming from the terrace side in.
It's noticeable to see that Charlestown have pulled their players over to the seats just to get them to have a rest. Alan Plunkett's just having his charges around them, keeping them on their toes, getting them ready for action for the second half. It's interesting to see that the subs are warming up as well for Charlestown, and Ballinrobe I think will have to make changes.
Yeah, and like this, a lot of they've been in this position before. Like I think they were behind last year, weren't they? And they came back, and some of these lads are in their third coming to Munster Cup final, so that they'll have the experience to know that if they keep going to the end, then there'll be a few minutes extra time, I'm sure, at the end of the second half there wasn't at the end of the first half, and we'll have the breeze for that. So it'll be all to play for. And in fairness to Evan O'Brien, he was sitting halfway on the kickouts there, Tom, and I don't know if their goalie got that range in him. He's a lot smaller guy. Yeah. If Evan can get that kind of boot on it, he could land it on the top of the D, the far side, and then all of a sudden we could be in in making hay. So we'll have to see how it goes. But hopefully we won't have too many kickouts in the second half. So it'll be all pinned in the other side.
It'll be interesting to see what way Charlestown decides to set up. Will they defend what they have, or will they look to counter-attack? But because if the likes of Senan Tiernan and Luke McDermott, you can see them playing maybe a little bit deeper and then trying to break.
Yeah, but there are two midfielders, young Tiernan and what's the other guys? Tiernan and Shelenko.
Matthews yeah.
They're every time they lose the ball, they go back and they sit in the six pocket. They're very well set up for a Conan Municipal team. Like every time we ran the ball forward down the middle, they had about 5-6 green jerseys around us. So they're very compact centrally. Like we'll have to do the damage on the wings and then cut through the middle. But if we go down the middle early, they'll probably turn us over. That's the killer line.
An awful lot of the scores that Charlestown got from their points perspective, they were in or around the D.
Yeah, the old D, yeah.
So they're bringing the ball closer to score, whereas if Ballinrobe can get their shooting boots on and start tapping a few over, draw out that Charlestown defence and then look to get in behind them.
That's it. Like, and as you said, you can't rely on 2-pointers here and coming to one school. Like, I think it's only ones in the goal. So we'll have to just every chance we get, we'll have to be clinical with it. But I said there'll be loads more goals in this game. I'll be stunned if this game finishes with just 5 goals scored in it. So there could be another 5-6 goals hopefully in this, and hopefully they'll be for Ballinrobe.
It's great to see large numbers of supporters here as well. But in front of us here, you've heard them chanting is the Charlestown School and the St. Joseph. Have brought the drums with them to make sure that you can definitely hear them. I'm sure they've been loud and coming over the airwaves to you. The referee, John Gladdy, is out in the middle. He's ready to get going again. The teams are just getting their final instructions. Obviously, it's a question of picking up maybe 1 or 2 players, the likes of Evan O'Brien, who, he kept out 3 goals. He did 5 went in. Couldn't really do an awful lot.
There's 4 goals he couldn't do anything about, and the one that went over his head, he was just unlucky. He was a yard off his line, and with that breeze, like we could see 2 or 3 of them go in for us now in the second half because their goalie's a lot smaller, and if he was off his line and a lad could be shooting for a point at this level, and you could end up with going for 3 points and end up with 3 goals to your name. That's the joys of coming to Munschool, because if it's over your head, it's over your head. You ain't getting any bigger today, that's for sure and for certain.
Yeah. So Hastings Insurance, McHale Park, St. Joseph of Ballinrobe are making their way back onto the field. They're trying to defend their title. They have it all to do, but they do have the aid of that strong breeze. They do have experience in the team. They do have a coach who knows how to win titles. And Charlestown, again, it'll be a question of mindset. Do they come out and say, look, we're ahead, let's go toe to toe? Or do we, I can see them maybe if they don't get 1 or 2 scores early on, they'll start just to sit.
Yeah, and then if they do, we can start picking off a few. We can see how we go. But there's a lot of good work gone into that school team over the last year. Like Anthony O'Toole and Talk and David Flannery are going in there, giving a lot of free time and helping Alan Plunkett. And it's huge for the club to have people going into the schools at every level. But it's a massive atmosphere here today. There isn't a huge crowd here. But you think there's a massive crowd because it's echoing around the place, and it's all families, and it's great to see. There's a huge crowd down from Ballinrobe, there's a huge crowd from Charlestown, and it's the place is hopping because like all the other teams are gone home now.
Yeah.
So it's being the last game, you're only really left with the people from the parishes. So it's all action now here, and let's see how we go.
We'll cast our eye around. We'll just see if there's been any changes. It looks like Patrick Duffy's gone into full forward.
Yeah, Darragh Rotter's come to wing forward.
Yeah.
Joe still corner forward the far side.
Donica Kane came on his wing back here.
Yeah. He started a wing back appearance for Rian Hinley.
Here already. They're playing 4 across the half forward line, and they're putting 2 inside.
2 inside.
So straight away, 2 are going to come back.
Yeah.
3 are going to come back.
No, they'll sit in now. In fairness, they seem to be. I don't know who's over them, but they're well schooled. In fairness.
Throw in, Kiernan has it for Charlestown. Chase down and well blocked down by O'Toole. Can they get a first goal? Strong challenge. Elbow did that. No. The referee play on.
Oh.
That's a late call.
We were in on score, and then probably was a free to Charlestown.
But you can't solo and go from there because the battle goes on, but the referee is going to continue. Charlestown have the ball and they're working their way up through the middle.
They're running a well, Tom, in fairness.
Ball over the top into McDermott. McDermott taking on Moran. Ball over the top, well read and well defended by St. Joseph.
Young Hacker again.
McDermott again is trying to get the hand in and turn it over. Being chased and harried by McDermott and Higgins, 13 and 15, who were
it's a brilliant battle between Killian Hacker and McDermott and Horan and Higgins. There's some really good battles going.
Coming back again, he's not stayed up as full. He's got reverted to his midfield role as St. Joseph's. Little kick pass forward into the hands of Joe Tiernan. Tiernan has a player free. Daniel Flannery. He's been pulled and dragged. The referee. No. Play on, says the referee.
There's a lot of jerseys being stretched.
Tries to switch the play. Now the ball is in. Who's it going to fall? Two Charlestown players collide. Josephs are through.
Has to be free.
But he dropped the ball. I think it was tackled actually. It looked like it was Ryan Henley. Shot on goal for St. Josephs. Saved by the goalkeeper. Better for Ballinrobe in his opening moments of the second half.
Yeah, Darragh was very unlucky not to get a free there. I thought he was surely going to get a free in there, Rochford, but he didn't.
Nice little chip lift there from McDermott. Back helping his defence. Lovely tackle from Horan. Clean as you like, but it fell to a green jersey, but it's kicked away, and the breaking ball is won by Matthew Naughton, scorer of the goal for Charlestown. Blocked down by St. Joseph's, but turned over again.
Turning on again.
You can see the difference in running against the breeze. He's not going to be able to keep that up the whole game. Back to McDermott. McDermott's inside the 40-metre arc. He's going to have a shot at goal, and he puts that over the bar.
Great score.
Super score against the breeze. McDermott has 2-2 to his name.
Not from the old arc, but they ran away. But Tiernan again ran it so hard, and you could see his jersey was blown back, his hair was blown back, but he was still going forward. He's an absolute engine in midfield.
Kick out ball broken, but won by St. Joseph's. High challenge there. No, says the referee. Trying to spin away as Donica Kane gets it into the hands of Daniel Flannery. Flannery plays it early inside. It's 1-on-1. Trying to lay it off was Matthew O'Toole, but that pass was blocked down, and Charlestown come away with the ball. Cleared by Conor Breheny. Little give and go between him and Callum Higgins. McDermott has it again. Luke McDermott out at right half forward, trying to find Callum Higgins. Higgins wins the ball in a contest. Lovely turnover by Shane Gavin, but the referee says it was a foul, and he's going to give
Shane's getting frustrated now. He left a bit extra on him there when he's bringing out Trojan shift himself, and Horan and Hacker.
Trying to again engineer a score. Ollie Doherty, who got that point at the last kick of the first half, trying to recycle the ball for Charlestown, and they're encamped in the Ballinrobe half of the field. Diagonal ball being played inside. McDermott put one hand up to it, but back there to help out. No, the referee has stopped the play. It's hard to hear the whistle with the chief.
It is, but young Tiernan ended up nearly in the terrace, so someone got the...
He's getting a word here now as well from John Glabby.
Someone got the job to leave a bit on him. Patrick Tuffy,
He needs to be careful. They might have to change.
It's not often you see a yellow card in covering in one skull.
I'd say two yellows make a red. In any sport.
But it's just it's frustration. They're getting frustrated about it. They need a score just to get a bit of belief.
Luke McDermott has the ball on the 40 metres. He's wrapped his right foot around it, and he's dropped it over the bar. Another point. He has 2-3 to his name.
Just the way he hooked it, Tom. He just dropped it over the crossbar, rolled down the back of the net.
5-7,
off you go.
No score. Darragh looking for the ball here. Darragh Rochford trying to get it up. He's been ball. That should be a free. He went down.
He got the free,
and it is a free. But he's tapped and went.
He's got to bring it forward.
Sometimes you just need to get them away.
Yeah, but he bought the 50 yards there now, so we can at least get on the scoreboard.
Retreated the form board. They need to get something on the board. The ball is handed to Patrick Duffy. They've loaded the square. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on on the goal line. There's no square ball, obviously, because there's no square to manage. So it's a question for the umpire.
I wouldn't want to be, Tom, because about 10 in there.
And that's gone to
wide.
Right and wide.
Yeah, it's not happening for us. It's not happening.
Ballinrobe's first wide of the second half. That's only their third wide of the whole game. And already the goalkeeper is slowing it down. Plays a little short kicker.
Great movement from
Breheny. Being face up, tries to chip pass it out to the side side here. Kick pass forward again, but it's gone out over the sideline. It's going to be a free, and Luke McDermott is turning around to John Glabby saying, "My jersey is being pulled," as Fiona Horan is just looking the other way innocently, as if to say, "I don't know what you're talking about."
It's a really good battle between the two of them. Like they're both players you're going to see in the future. That's for sure, for certain, at different levels.
Patrick Keenan now with the sideline ball, looking for help. Don't know if he can do that.
6 yards.
Now it's going to be a hot ball, or is it a turnover? From the sideline ball.
Yeah, it's free the other way.
So that it wasn't his fault. It was the fact that everybody came so close to him. So it's Frank Muldoon who's cheekily said he was going to go back the way, but then decided, no, I'm going to come the right way. It's a sideline ball. It's gone out over the sideline.
Yeah.
Ballinrobe have it, and trying to get the things going again is Dara Rochford. Just launching in around the house from here. He's got a boot on him, and that's where he's trying to reach. It's bet. There's a hand.
Shares don't have it again.
Green jersey that has it. As looks like number 19. Ben McDonald for Charlestown is on the field. Is that a foul? No, says the referee. Ballinrobe trying to keep it here in the Charlestown half of the field. Right half forward, trying to get away again is Donegal Keane. Shifts it off, gives it to Ryan Henley. Henley over the top, looking for his wing-back partner Daniel Flannery, but well read and well intercepted by Charlestown, and a clearing ball up to midfield into the hands of Luke McDermott. Little chip pass over the top to Oisin Redmond. Substitute, kick pass forward, looking for the run of Jaden Higgins. Higgins has 2-1 so far. That's not gone. 45 were hesitantly called by the...
It's free, Tom, I think.
No, it's a 45.
Yeah. Is it? Oh, he's giving the 45, is he?
In the 45. It was a hesitant hand that he gave him.
I thought he was giving the free. He is giving the free too.
The free.
Yeah.
But the umpire called the free.
Yeah, but Shane just gave him a small push to the back, and kind of, as he went down the ball, Shane clipped it away, and you can't kick it away when the lad's going down it.
And Luke McDermott,
what a score!
Just into the breeze from 25 yards.
Yeah, but he
feeds it in like a golf shot.
Beautiful shot. Like, he aimed so far over towards the far post and let the wind carry it in. He's a really smart footballer for this age.
Because in one of the Charlestown's players landed very badly, but the game continues. Charlestown on the attack,
McDermott again,
and that's over the bar. And I think that was Naughton that got that one. No, Jaden Higgins with his second point. But Ollie Doherty landed very heavily there. But the referee checked on him and he says he's okay. 5-9 to Charlestown. Still no score for St. Joseph. So that one is read really well by Daniel Flannery. Gives it into the hands of Dara Rochford. Rochford plays a chip pass. Broken well by O'Toole. Looking, the switching goes on. But again, they're going direct. And Charlestown are able to get numbers in. Blocked down. They're doing everything.
We have the free, Tim. We have the free.
They're doing everything they can, Norman, but they're going down the middle too often.
Yeah, and Charlestown are just tucking in, and we're running into avalanches of green every time. But in fairness to Charlestown, they have the bit between the teeth. Obviously, if you're 5-9 to no score up, you're going to be blocking and hits and everything. It's hard for the young lads out there to keep it going now, but if they just get a score at all, just to get us off zero. Yeah, that's one back. Yeah,
Ballinrobe's tally from a free by Patrick Duffy. So
there's no shortage of Ballinrobe support here now, in fairness.
And as they say, the comeback is on.
Yeah, well, you have to start somewhere.
And free. Kicked out to Ben McDonald. Ballinrobe putting a high court press on this. Trying to turn over the ball. Getting a hand in there and block as well. Turned over.
Brilliant.
Ballinrobe have the ball. Pushing the back on the St. Joseph's player. Into the hands of Sarah Wilson.
Jesus, John.
There's a pull on the jersey there of Conor Dowling. No, says the referee. Continue on. They recycle it out to the kicker. Is it his second in the second? Yes, it is.
Life buses out. Life buses.
The comeback is on.
Yeah. Momentum is over there now. We keep
2 points.
Squeeze on here
5-9. There's plenty of time, and cutely.
Yeah. He did get a bang of it, but there was about 5 frees. I said to Ballinrobe going in there. What?
It was a bit of a shuffle, all right. There's legs and limbs and arms flying everywhere.
Yeah, like I
but it's Matthew Naughton from
need is keep tipping.
Charlestown. He's just being checked if he's okay, and I think he's being told you're fine, get on with it. But he's okay. He's up on his feet. But 2-2 for Ballinrobe in the space of 30 seconds. Yeah, and we're putting a full core press now on this kick out.
It's great movement from Charlestown. We just need to get a bit touch tighter. We're in again here.
Ballinrobe trying to press it right on the full back line. Trying to get in there is Conor Dowling. Diving block not meshed by Daniel Flannery. So he gets his way out to Charlestown. Kick pass up the line to Luke McDermott. Luke McDermott with a lovely ball in. But that's a mismatch back there trying to win that one. A pull on the arm. That's going to be a free out for Ballinrobe. Ballinrobe needs to be just moving this ball. But again, he's not taking it from the right place. He has to go back to the spot of the original foul. Ballinrobe should widen the field.
Yeah, we're very congested. Yeah.
They need to get it into the open channels. Give the runners like Dara Rochford there a chance.
Go again there.
Dara Rochford to O'Toole switches it in field, gives it to Donegal Keane. O'Toole is going forward again. He's going to drop around the ball. Keeper gets a hand.
Yeah, he did well.
Ballinrobe hand comes down front. He's stopped it from going in the net, and Charlestown get the ball back, but they're under pressure. They're under hard pressure to get that ball out now. trying to win the ball there was Horn from McDermott. Charlestown have it. It's Shannon Tiernan to McDermott. Hand on the back. The referee is
the 2-1-2s.
But he's happy to let it go. He's in Callum Higgins is all on his own. Is Tiernan. He kept his run going. He evades the challenge. Tiernan saved by O'Brien. Low down, and it's not gone yet. It's still in play.
Yeah. Shane, no need.
All day long, Shane Gavin only had to let it go off the ball. But Shane Gavin gives him a push. It's going to be a free.
Shane is demented back there now with all the work he's had to do today, and he's fed up with lads coming in. So anyone that's coming in now is getting it. Yeah, there's going to be a bit left on them. But McDermott is class and Tiernan are class. Like they won, there was a real Conan Munskell 1-2 all the way up through McHale Park there. The two best players got on the ball, and it was just me to you, back to me again, and then brilliant save from Evan O'Brien, because it would have been a hell of a goal if he scored it.
10th white for Charlestown. It's still 5-9 Charlestown. 2 points St. Joseph. They've got the kick out. On the turn is Conor Dowling. Conor Dowling, the goalkeeper, was out of his goal. But he's trying to have a hit, but the goalkeeper recovered
did well.
But the ball is in the melting pot there as Charlestown lash it anywhere, but it happens to lash to a Charlestown player. They always seem to have a player on the end of the ball. That breeze now has turned into a full-blown gale as Ballinrobe and trying to get that ball back. Charlestown working across the middle of the field. Nathan Gettins into McDermott. McDermott has Jaden Higgins ahead of him. He gives it to him. Higgins is going to turn inside. No, he dropped the ball. Gives it back to McDermott. McDermott has Tiernan if he wants to use him, but he's going all on his own. And he hand passes it over the bar.
It's hard handled.
Lovely score.
Like Fionn Horn has done a fantastic job on him, but what did he score now?
He's got 3-4.
3-4, and like he's probably left another
3-5.
1-3 or 1-4 after him. Like he's a fine player. You'll hear his name a few times, no more than young Shane.
He's got 2-6.
2-6. Yeah.
And as you said, it's not as if Fionn Horn has done it. The middle quarter, you didn't really get a touch of the ball.
No. It's been some battle between the two of them. It's been worth coming just to see the two of them play against each other. And they'll probably play together in years to come on Manny's a team.
That's gone out over the sideline. So it's going to be a Ballinrobe sideline ball on the 45. As we said, that wind has really picked up now. Ballinrobe really needs to get it in around the houses. They look to get a score chipped in by Flannery, but that's taken by the Charlestown defender. He's on the ground. He's trying to lay it off. It's pulled out first time. It only goes into the hands of Joe Tiernan, and the passes goes astray. And Charlestown again are just that little bit stronger coming out with the ball in defence. The referee says he's carried, but well done to the Ballinrobe forwards for that press.
That number 5, young Munley.
Ted Munnelly, he's here, there, and everywhere.
He's kind of playing a sweeper role there for Charlestown, but he caught a ball there. He must have jumped his own height. He's about 4 foot tall, but he was definitely 4 foot off the ground when he caught it. Yeah, he's cracking to the stuff.
Ballinrobe have a free. It's going to be.
But I'll just tap it over
to the 20 metre line. So it's a 7 metre free.
10 Charlestown lads on the line.
Yeah, so that's Ballinrobe's third. They've all been scored by Patrick Duffy. Yeah. So it's 3 points for St. Joseph's Ballinrobe and 5-10 for Charlestown. Charlestown get their own kick out. They're able to move that ball quickly again into the hands of McDermott. Lovely player of his age. Chips it over the top into the hands. It just lands in the hand. He looked back over
on the return again here.
Popped it back again. Tiernan is on his shoulder as he has been. Tiernan is being tackled
through the ball
by Rian Henley. Little chip pass in, trying to find it to Naughton. Naughton turns, pulls the trigger. Saved by the goal.
Another brilliant save. It's a brilliant game.
Evan O'Brien, but for this now, the goals would have been in double figures for certain. Tiernan has it again after the kick out. Tiernan goes for his shot again, and this one wide. But as we said, only for Evan O'Brien, it'll be double figure goals.
Yeah, for sure. He's made 5 or 6 brilliant saves. Like, he can't do any more. Yeah, you're not going to save them all, that's for sure.
3 points to 5-10. We're into the final quarter of the game. Long kick out by Evan. Goes over the head of everybody, and it's bounced and kept into the hands of Ted Munnelly. Munnelly, who leapt like a salmon for that ball up into the sky, feeds his teammate. Switch of play by Tiernan infield, trying to get away. There's a pull of a jersey. Definitely, John Glavey says. Then there's a push by Charlestown, but it's going to be a free for
another free for Charlestown. And he's gone again.
McDermott smells blood, hits it off his left foot this time.
Stop.
And this is
He was
you
cute
wouldn't say
enough.
this
No.
in an inter-county scene.
No. He's proper. He's a proper one. I'll be keeping an eye out for him in the future, Tom, for sure. I'm certain anytime Charlestown play because
2-7.
the free was about 40 yards out against the breeze.
Yeah.
He just said to your man, give me the ball, soloed and goal. He knew he wasn't going to score. And once he got it in on the second solo, bang, with the left foot over the bar. But he's very well balanced for both sides.
Goal is on the 13-metre line and he's playing from the 40-metre arc. So he's still hitting it 25, 26 metres into the Gale post win.
At probably 11 or 12 years of age. And he's on the kick out again.
Bats it down one-handed to himself. Strong challenge by Oren. And it's going to be a Ballinrobe ball, but McDermott says he got a crack on the head, but I'm not sure he did.
He got enough of it, in fairness, but I don't think he's as bad as he's letting on. But he definitely he got enough of it.
He did hit the ground hard.
Yeah, he did.
It was a strong challenge, and he's just making sure he's okay. He's just explaining to John Glavy what he felt it was. And but it was a sideline ball for Ballinrobe on the 45.
Ballinrobe. Got to let it fly. We're just stopped moving now because confidence is sucked out of us.
Ballinrobe driving up the field now. They've decided to let Shane Gavin go. The shackles are off. He drives it long, trying to find the run of Daniel Flannery. Or Joe Tiernan, sorry. But that bit was the ball too far, and that's lovely. Taken over his head by Ollie Doherty. Over his shoulder. The ball didn't drop onto the ground. And Ballinrobe in danger here. Tiernan is driving forward. They have a player inside, Ross O'Gara, Charlestown. They give it to him. Ross O'Gara, right-footed, and Ross O'Gara puts that just to the left and wide. But Ballinrobe are pushing numbers forward as they have to now run.
Yeah, they have to, and we're caught in the counter every time we turn the ball over. But again, Tiernan is not being tracked. He's running hard from deep, and he's.
Patrick Duffy takes the kick out quickly.
Our midfielders are asleep tonight after running after
the line, but unfortunately, Conor Downing at the first attempt, wins the ball back, gives it to Darragh Rochford. Rochford is tackled, but he's still there fighting for the ball. Rochford keeps it in, it doesn't go out. Rochford gets it up, he's turned left, turned right. The referee says
pulled him for picking off the ground.
It's going to be a free out, which I don't think he did. However, it's the man in the middle who makes the decisions. And Ballinrobe's talking.
He touched on the ground, Tom, but in fairness, he was fouled before it.
That's true.
He got pushed in the back, the same as the freeze that Shane Gavin got pulled for.
Charlestown, that's got free for Ballinrobe, but advantage being played. Ballinrobe have to make the most of every opportunity now. Every attack has to come with a score. Ball kicked up the line, kicked it out. Long Henley, but that's too strong. Okay, that's in it. Has he kept it in? No, he hasn't. The umpire down by that goal has said no, it wasn't kept in enough. And Charlestown
are gone again
quickly.
Yeah. They're free. Like in fairness, they're moving really well for the short kick out.
The way they've been set up now, the way the short kick outs and everything, it's been excellent for another 12 football.
It's been excellent for the senior football team. So there's they're doing everything well. Like they're moving so rapidly for everything. They remind you of the old Charlestown team with the 0-1s. And there's a lot of familiar names on it as well.
McDermott with that nonchalant left foot.
Wide. Yeah. He's human after all.
I mean, if you've got 2-7 to your name in a Division 1A coming to Munster, you're allowed the odd wide.
Yeah, and you're not.
His kick out goes astray. Unfortunately, it's just looking like it's not going to be Ballinrobe's day as Nathan Gethens switches play, gives it into Senan Tiernan. Tiernan, good challenge, good contest there, but retaining possession is Caleb Higgins. Higgins feeds it in field, looking for the
other Higgins.
Jaden, but there's a turnover. Nocton has it. No, the referee said there was a pull of the jersey. I think Nocton was looking for the top right hand bin. He had laser focus locked in.
Yeah. He was like Sam Mulroy the last day. He just had a little pick up. He came through the traffic and he didn't even bend his back. He just flicked it up and he was gone.
Ballinrobe. Turnover possession again from the kick out. Nice little soccer turn by the Charlestown defender, but he's under pressure. Darragh Rochford is there.
Joe Tiernan has it.
Ballinrobe get it up into their hands. Jaden Cofer. It was
Joe Tiernan.
Joe Tiernan got it back into his hands. Recycled out to O'Toole. Switched inside. Can Ballinrobe get a goal? They're looking to play a ball inside. Batted down. Couldn't get it at the first attempt. Gets it at the second.
Wide. Side net.
It looked like it was going into the goal. Who's the number there?
I think it was
just wait for him to turn around.
Was it Jim Stan, no?
It's one of the substitutes.
No, it's 11. What do you call him?
It's Aidan Fahy. It looked like it had come off the on the inside, but it was the wrong side of the post. Ballinrobe had the kick out now, but then it's turned over again by Charlestown. The referee says it's a free. There was a push in the back.
That's
and
5. He's a terror.
has done as much work as both
it's unbelievable. Like,
Tiernan and McDermott together.
Yeah, what they've done in attack, he's done defence, and
he's turned over the ball for them to get the attacks.
Yeah, but again, another huge.
Again, switching the play to the right hand side, well taken by two-handed by Owen Grimes. That's going to be an opportunity. No, he still has it. Keep it going.
Rian Henley has it.
Keep it going. Rian Henley. He looks up. They're going to play a little ball over the top.
Lovely ball.
Trying to get it into the hands of Darragh Rochford, but it's
Young Dowling.
He's came down on his ankle, but he still wants the ball. Darragh Rochford. He's trying to get away
he's
from
fouled there, John. Come on.
Players. The referee says no foul. Switches it in. There's a cluster of arms go up.
And Munnelly again.
Green jersey that has the ball.
Number 5.
Number 5. A salmon. Ted Munnelly has it. And Charlestown, you have to say, have been very impressive.
Like German, the ball around the corner, soccer style. Just took
a little ball. Him and Higgins have linked up really well. Caleb Higgins back to Luke McDermott. McDermott loses at this point.
Brilliant by
and then a push in the back.
Brilliant.
It's going to be a free for Ballinrobe. They need to get this ball moving a lot quicker. They're taking too long. Another substitution for Ballinrobe being made. But the free kick has been given away. Turnover. There's a chance of another goal here if they work it. The keeper has to come, and he does, and he reads that really well. He pops it over the top. He gives it
came out very strong.
Gives it to Harry Burke. Harry Burke feeds Rian Henley. Rian has to go along. The run is checked, though. He's not able to get his kick off. There has to be more urgency to this. Ballinrobe is still trying to play the cute football. They have to just
turnover.
The ball moving. Sean Staunton couldn't.
Yeah, he's just tired now. He's a huge shift put in, Sean, in fairness.
To be fair, as we said, the first half playing into that breeze.
Great turnover.
An awful lot out. But there's an opportunity here. They've lost Charlestown. Have lost
Ted to the rescue again.
Ted Munnelly. There must be 3 of them out there. Surely for certain.
Just when Ballinrobe had turned it over and did a 3-on-1, Ted Munnelly pops up to save his buddy.
Trying to get on this one, but then the other number 4, Ollie Doherty, he cleans up.
As well.
Doherty and Munnelly have been very impressive in this game, and it looks like Charlestown, the future for them, is looking very strong. Coming through at under 14. If these lads are playing under 13 football this year, they will be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, there's some really good players there, Tom. But I look at the Ballinrobe lads probably just having one of those off days as well, where they'll learn from it. Thing about playing against the Breeze in the first half, it's very hard when you're that young to come back. Like Charlestown have got 6 points in the second half here to our 3, so they've still won the second half, and they're in for a goal here now.
There's a chance here going through, trying to get it away.
Recovered by Harry Burke.
O'Connor dispossessed by Harry Burke. Harry Burke still has it. Kick pass out, trying a little push in the back there. No, says the referee, play on. Charlestown have the ball. Frank Muldoon. There is a foul now. So Muldoon is down, he's stayed down. Another substitution on the St. Joseph's team. Just looking to see who's coming on, who's going off. It looks like it's Darragh Wilson who's been taken off. Just looking to see who's come on. There's a bit of concern here. No, he's up on his feet. There, he's okay. Is Frank Muldoon. So Ballinrobe to defend this kick. McDermott has it, plays the dummy hand pass. Middle Nocton has it. He's going to try and chip the goal again.
Wide.
But it's just gone to the left and wide. It's 5-11 to 3 points. The game is almost there. We're playing whatever the referee, I think, is allowing. And who's there to win the dirty ball?
Tiernan again.
There is Sean Tiernan. Chip pass into McDermott. Back to Tiernan. No, he gives it off to Ross O'Gara. Ross O'Gara trying to find a player inside. Eventually gets to Tiernan. There's a player free here with the dyed hair. Number 9 blocked down really well. And Ballinrobe are trying to go in the break here, but it's on the wrong side, unfortunately. And there is number 4, Ollie Doherty. Scored the last point in the first half. Spinning away from his attackers. Luke McDermott, Nathan Gethins. Ballinrobe do turn it over though, but again, they're flat on their feet. They've put every ounce of energy they have into trying to win this second half, but they've come up against a very, very strong Charlestown team. And Charlestown still continue to have possession of the ball. And that's it. It's all over. Charlestown win the Division 1A Coming to Munster final here in the Hastings Insurance McHale Park. And the Ballinrobe players fall to their knees as they have put in a Trojan effort. The scoreline doesn't probably reflect
no.
Ballinrobe did find themselves under severe pressure in that first half. They put in a strong effort. But when you have a player who can score 2-7, and he has supporting acts around him in the shape of Jaden Higgins, who gets 2-2. We got Nocton, who scored that chip goal.
Yeah.
It was just going to be their day.
I know, in fairness, and they're very unlucky. Like that's a proper performance. Like they're very proud. You can't do it any better. It's as close to a perfect performance. Like they're moving for their own kickouts. They were competitive in our kickouts. They were moved the ball so well. No play. That's the one thing that really caught my eye. There was 0 plays. It was just pop and go, and the men in the best position got it all the time. And their first touch was just really good. And then they had that bit of class up front in McDermott and Higgins.
From their kick-out perspective, because we were watching their movement here, people wouldn't have seen.
Yeah, they got out deep and then they ran into the pockets, and they were always 1v1. But no, look, it's very unlucky for Ballinrobe, but they'll learn from it, and they'll be better for it. And there'll be some great battles between these two teams, I'm sure, Ballinrobe and Charlestown, over the next 5, 6, 7 years at underage, and that's what you want. That's where it kind of starts here, the rivalry. So Ballinrobe will be looking to get one up, and then the next time they come up against each other.
For sure, and that's both teams showing great sportsmanship. There will be the odd cheer and the bit of disappointment, but as Paul Costello says there, it's a great achievement to get to this level in Division 1.
It is, of course, like, and it's 3 Cumberland school finals in a row is huge. Like, so to be competing at that level all the time, and that's what we just need, is to keep every year getting back. You'll win some and you won't win some, but if you can keep producing 5 or 6 players every year out of it that go on to play underage for Mayo and play senior football for the club, that's the main aim, and that's what it's all about. It's a production line. Today is only the start of the careers for these guys. They'll be in McHale Park many more days, please God, and we'll be here to see them.
100%. Thank you for joining us today, wherever you were listening in. It's a very, very, very well done to the Ballinrobe team. They put in an atrocious amount of effort and work against a very, very well trained Charlestown team, and as Norman says, it'll be one of the battles to keep an eye on over the years to come. Thanks for joining us here on Ballinrobe GA Club Facebook page for coverage of the Division 1A Cumberland Musical final here from Hastings Insurance McHale Park. We'll have more games coming up for you over the next few days. Do log on to the website to get details of those. We've a big game on Saturday. Ballinrobe beat Charlestown.
One more time, yeah. Hopefully we get the one over. Yeah, big 2 points up for grabs on Saturday night. So whoever wins that will be in a good position to maintain their Division 2 status, and whoever doesn't will be looking over their shoulder. So hopefully we can get 2 points on that on Saturday evening.
And we our junior team are also in action as well over the weekend. Good luck to our senior ladies team.
They're out as well. Yeah, and then the 14s are in a final on Saturday as well, I think. So it's a busy week, like every week this weather. But and good luck to all doing the exams as well this week starting off. So that's another 2 weeks of their life. They'll be. We should be getting a bit of sunshine soon, Tom, now, because usually when they're doing the exams, the sun is spitting the rock. So hopefully today is the last wet day we get for a while.
And that's a fact. Congratulations also to our men's senior team who defeated Hollymount in the O'Mara Cup semi-final last weekend. They'll now play Gary Moore in that final, and that's the weekend after next.
I think it is. Is it late June or late July? Or late July? They're not 100% sure on that yet, I think.
But as we said, lots of finals, lots of semi-finals coming up for every age group, which is fantastic, only for the club. Thanks for listening in.
And again, a huge thanks to the school for all the work they're putting in with those kids, because like it's massive what Mr. Plunkett is doing there, and what Anthony O'Toole and Dave Flannery and Talk are doing, going in there, giving their own time, like away from work, and spending time in there. It's invaluable to the club, and it's invaluable to the kids in the future, and we'll be eternally grateful for it over the time. I know today is a hard day for them, but the work is massive that they're putting in, and let's keep it going.
Absolutely. So all the best from Elvery's Hastings Insurance, McHale Park. School principal, we've just finished now. Thanks very much to Norman for his program today. We look forward to meeting you again along the road somewhere else. As we said, there's plenty of games coming up over the weekend. But commiserations to the St. Joseph's Ballinrobe, who were tremendous in their endeavours. Congratulations to Charlestown, and we'll speak to you on the road.